Oh, hi, y'all. Welcome to Nikki's World, where my podcast show will give you viewpoints and insight that others will not give. I'll talk about like what's current, what's on the news, what is out there, and I will always cite sources and I always cite facts and news links so y'all know what I'm actually talking about. I give you my viewpoints and opinions, and if you want to hear what I have to say, what's on my mind and all that, I let y'all into my world and let y'all hear and listen to what I'm thinking and what's going through my mind. So if you love stuff like that, tune into Nikki's World twice a week, where you'll get 2-3 podcast episodes a week on what I talk about and what's on my mind. So thanks for listening, and let's get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today, guys, I want to talk to you about why the progressive Democrats of Connecticut, they are the worst. And I got an example for that for you guys. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, seriously, can y'all please consider donating a cup of coffee for me? Because for price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I am on locals, guys. If you guys want to support and sponsor Nikki's World, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review. Good, bad, and the ugly. Also, guys, I do have affiliate links, including Minds.com, which is the alternative social media platform for Facebook, and I also have a diaper referral link from North Shore Medical Supply. So if you guys know anyone that needs incontinence gear, the link's in the description below. And before we get the show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, seriously, y'all, seriously, can y'all please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today? Whoo-wee, wow. Yeah, that was a mouthful. Yeah. Hey, I just want to say this, guys. I'm sorry if I didn't podcast all last week, and I've been lately been tied up with work and basically trying to find time to podcast in between a show or two. It takes a lot, man, and in between going to the gym, going to my weekly medical appointments, and dealing with work, And I gotta find time somewhere to podcast, and sometimes I have to do it like after midnight before going to bed. But in any case, guys, I will get a podcast show out to you no matter what, guys. Whether it be like once a week or twice a week, I will promise to you all, I will get a podcast show out for y'all. So, anyway, let's get the show on the road. And yes, I am diapered up in my North Shore Mega Max diapers, as always, okay? So, anyway, guys, I want to talk to you about the progressive Democrats, especially the ones in Connecticut, man. I mean, holy cow. I thought I thought like this that full blown crazy Democrats you would normally see what in California, New York, or Massachusetts, or let me see what's another Democrat enclave, Colorado. But here in Connecticut, we have our crazies. Okay, we have our crazies, but they're not full blown crazy like California and New York, but they're one step below them. So we call them the progressive Democrats. They're just the smart crazy, but not the stupid smart crazies like New York and California. Okay? I mean, the fact is that like this, the progressive Democrats are just like smart, like the stupid smart ones. Okay, these are the ones that will try to say, "Oh, men should be in the women's bathrooms. Oh, tampons should be in the men's bathrooms." But then the problem is that like all Democrats in this country, the couple things that they lack in this world is common sense, critical thinking, logic, and reasoning skills. They lack those, and needless to say, it's a skill that they're really lacking in this world. Yeah, but in any case, guys, I got like two articles today from the Daily Wire and from the Hartford Current. Okay, here's what I'm okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you on this one. All right. Staffer at an exclusive, well, I'll say this staffer at an exclusive Connecticut school on leave after city employee under review, after confrontation over like Hamas. You know what I mean? I mean, holy cow. Yeah. You got these people, man, that like, yeah, for the life of me, man, for the life of me, I'll say this in this article. Staffer at an exclusive Connecticut school on leave. City employee under review after confrontation over Israel. So, you know how tensions have been boiling between Israel and Hamas in Gaza? Well, it boiled over in New Haven, Connecticut, during a public confrontation between two neighbors that led to a city employee being placed under review and her spouse, who works at a private school in New Haven, being put on leave. So this incident happened this past couple of days ago on February 11 in the Norwood Drive neighborhood of New Haven, which is a Jewish enclave. Okay, and then you have this like a city employee who is black and who is pro Hamas. You know, makes me wonder, ladies and gentlemen, do these people actually know what they're supporting? Or is it that they're jumping on the bandwagon thinking that that's a cause celeb, that gives them an excuse to be racist? Sort of like they're sort of like their critical racist theory that they like to push, that race has to be the center of everything. Race, sex, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, blah 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 has to be center of anything. Okay? So what happened is like this. you got a city employee who works for the city of New Haven, Connecticut, okay? And this article also comes from the Daily Wire. All right? Connecticut city employee harasses Jewish family over pro-Israel yard sign, encourages others to join in. So you got this you got this black person by the name of Tobias Rich who harassed a Jewish family who had a pro-Israel sign, okay? Who had a pro-Israel sign. Now imagine if she did that to a Muslim family. I guarantee the uproar would be a lot louder than it should. I guarantee you. But because if it's a Jewish family, oh, in the left's eyes, Jewish people are white. So they're to be hated on. That's this person, man. This person who works for the city of New Haven, Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen, harasses a Jewish family member. I'm gonna say it like this to the mayor of New Haven: do you not fucking know what your employees are doing on the clock and on city time, and then working for your city? I'm telling you, man. If this person is not arrested for hate crime charges in this state, I'm gonna just say it like this, ladies and gentlemen. We have no legal system in this country. We have no legal system in this country. We don't. Our legal system, as we all know it, is fucked. And it is fucked up beyond repair. It pretty much is, guys. It pretty much is. The fact that our legal system is fucked up. It pretty much is. It pretty much is, man. Because the fact is like this. If they're gonna allow this person to get away with harassing Jewish people, but the fact that they're being allowed to get away with what? Looting, burning, murder, and then rioting the whole country to the freaking ground. Telling you, man, we have no legal system in this country anymore. We don't. We don't. And then the fact of the matter is, this person, Tobias Rich, she's New Haven's community outreach coordinator for the Department of Arts, Culture, and Tourism. I'm gonna say like this right now. If they ain't firing her ass, the mayor of New Haven should be fucking primaried out of existence. It is that simple. If the mayor of New Haven is not firing this piece of shit, low-life, scumbag, racist, anti-Semitic bigot, I'm gonna tell you right now, the mayor of New Haven in Connecticut, Mayor Justin Eckler, you need to be primaried immediately. You need to be recalled or primaried in the next election. If you're gonna allow this person to work for your city, you're as fucked as ever. Yeah, you're as fucked as ever. The fact of the matter is, this this low life racist scumbag harasses a Jewish family in a Jewish neighborhood. Now imagine if she did that in a Muslim neighborhood. The Muslim community would be calling for her head in less than 2 seconds. But if it's a Jewish family, they just brush it aside. People like her are why the progressive Democrats are Connecticut are so fucked up in this country and in this state. They're so fucked up, it's not even funny. The fact that she harassed a Jewish neighborhood, If the Connecticut State Police is not investigating this as a hate crime, if the FBI is not investigating this as a hate crime, then you know what? We don't have a functioning legal system in this country anymore. We don't have a functioning judicial system in this country anymore. If they are not dropping the hammer on these people, if they are not enforcing the laws, if they are not saying, I don't care what your political views, your social views, what you're doing is wrong, 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 and you should be punished and held accountable in the court of law. It's that simple. The fact that this bitch, this low-life scumbag bitch, harassed a Jewish family, I'm going to say this on the podcast show. I'm going to say this. Any one of these low-life scumbag, pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas, pro-leftist, Democrat, liberal, socialist, communist groups harass any Jewish family member in my neighborhood, I guarantee I will declare all-out war on you. I will make it a war. I will. The fact of the matter is like this. Where is the fucking law enforcement in in New Haven and in the state? Where's the Connecticut State Police when you need them to go after this low life piece of shit who harassed a Jewish family? Sure, I'm all for you to express your opinion, viewpoints, beliefs, and all that. That's your constitutional right. But it doesn't give you the right to harass them right at their home. Doesn't give you the right to intimidate them. It does not. But the fact that this low-life scumbag piece of shit did this in New Haven, Connecticut, which is a progressive liberal Democrat city, just goes to show that as long as you work for a Democrat, you get away with shit. But I guarantee you, if she did that in a red state, in a red city and town or county, fuck shit, man. She'd be sitting in fucking county jail right now, wondering what the fuck she did wrong. And facing what? Probably what? Like state, federal hate crime charges? I'm not surprised if the feds are not coming in and arresting her for hate crime charges. Because to me, that is a hate crime, what she just did. The fact of the matter is, guys, that is a hate crime. And if the mayor of New Haven, Connecticut is not firing this low life piece of shit, and then this private school that her husband works out of, which is what? The Hopkins School? He needs to go. He needs to fucking go. The fact that they are hiring and and like allowing an anti-Semitic to work there and represent you and then do this shit. Oh fuck you, man. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. The fact that they allowed this man is disgusting. It is disgusting to say the least. That they allowed this racist bigot to work at their school? Oh, fuck this. Fuck this, man. Fuck this. The one thing I have to say is this, guys. The one thing I have to say is that anti Semitism has no place in society. It has none whatsoever. I mean, it has none. And to me, guys, I'm gonna say this clear, guys. I'ma say this clear. The fact the matter is that this is the kind of hateful rhetoric that the Democrats and the progressive Democrats, the liberals, the socialists, and the communists, and the pro Hamas types are perpetuating in this country. But yet, they love to gaslight the living fuck out of everyone. And then they love to project and say, oh, look at the racist, look at the bigot, look at the transphobe, look at the homophobe. Go look around the corner and see who's the real one. Okay? And you know what I always like to say, guys, on the show? Whenever the left accuse you of doing the thing that they are doing themselves, they're just projecting and gaslighting the living motherfuck out of y'all. Once you see that, ladies and gentlemen, you can never unsee that. The fact that this low-life piece of shit had the nerve to harass a Jewish family member in a Jewish neighborhood? Telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this person has no business being employed. In fact, anyone who is pro Hamas, okay, pro Gaza, should never be employed anywhere, should never be hired. Period. If you perpetuate like hate, bigotry, okay, you should never be hired. You should never be hired anywhere. You should never. You should. You should never, ever, ever be hired. Because the fact that these people harassed a Jewish family member, imagine if they did that in West Hartford, Connecticut, which is another Jewish town. If they did that up there, I guarantee you, West Hartford PD would be on that scene less than 2 seconds, and that pro Hamas dipshit would be hauled in the car in handcuffs and probably charged with a hate crime. The fact of the matter is, these two low-life scumbag, okay? And she even, and then the funny thing is, guys, she even live streamed it on her protest on Facebook. She even live streamed it. And the funny thing is, even the Daily Caller, even the Daily Wire guys got wind of it. The fact is, guys, she is the type of Democrat that is okay with racism, sexism, dividing you up. Yeah. This is the kind of people that should not be allowed in fucking polite society. This is the kind of people that makes people go like this. I want nothing to do with you. I don't want to associate you. I don't want to be a part of you. I don't even want to be part of your nonsense, you know what I mean? Seriously, man. The fact the fact that like this, guys. The fact that you got to have the balls to harass a Jewish family in New Haven, Connecticut, and threaten the whole Jewish neighborhood. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, seriously, seriously, seriously. it's it makes me think like this. These people do not deserve to be in polite society. For people to pull this shit makes me pissed off. Makes me like think, what the actual fuck is going on here? What in the fuck is going on? Really, really. I just think like this, guys. I just think like this. I just think like this. The fact that you got a low life scumbag who is willing to, like, what you call it, harass a Jewish neighborhood. I'm telling you, man, these people, these people are beyond reproach, in my opinion. These people do not deserve to be in polite society or in polite company. These people are mentally insane, mentally unhinged, and to me, hate crime charges should be dropped on this couple like a fucking hot potato. I'm wondering, where's the governor of Connecticut on this shit? Where's where's Governor Ned Lamont on this? Where is the Attorney General? Where is the Connecticut State Police? Where? Where? The fact of the matter is, where are they? Where are these people? Where? Where? Because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, man, these people, these people are a threat to polite society. They really are. And the fact of the matter is, guys, and the fact of the matter is, these people are why progressive Democrats are the fucking worst. They love to say, "Oh, they're nice and all high and mighty and moral," but go beyond the closed door. They're as racist as the racists on the right. Yeah, the right has its own set of crazies. You know, like the pro-Nazi white supremacists on the right, but the left has its version too. So, you know. But I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. This is the kind of crazy that we're gonna see in this country as it gets worse and worse and worse. And I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna say this on my podcast show. Sooner or later, people are gonna have had enough with this shit, and they're gonna take the law into their own fucking hands and deal with it because they can't trust the government and the legal system to do their damn fucking job. It's that simple. Yeah, it's that simple. Because they're gonna sit there and say like this: I don't trust the cops. I don't trust the government. I don't trust the legal system. Because you know why? Y'all don't do your job and enforce the law. Yeah. And they're gonna take matters in their own hands. And then when that day happens, people are gonna sit there and say, "Oh shit, man, we should have, we didn't, we should, we could have, would have, should have." You know what I mean? But too late. Yeah, too little, too damn fucking late for that. You know? But I'm telling you, man, we're going to reach a breaking point, and I'm going to say this here on the podcast show. We're going to reach a breaking point where people have had enough of the left wing lunatic bullshit and bullshit like this in New Haven, Connecticut, people are gonna people are gonna take the law in their own hands and deal with it themselves. It's going to happen sooner or later, guys. I hate to say this. It's going to happen. It pretty much is. It pretty much is. Anyway, let's switch gears, guys. I want to talk about this. There's this Trump supporting truckers group that vows their boycott could shut New York City down after their 355 million fraud ruling. So this Banana Republic Court in New York ruled that Trump owes the state 355 million for doing what essentially is a legal business deal that like this New York attorney general who had a vendetta against Trump, you know, telling you, man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, man, this is not gonna look good for the state because I'm telling you, if these truckers vow to boycott New York, that means for example, guys, they will not stop in New York. They will not do business in New York. They will not even pick up loads to be delivered to New York. Trust me, if the truckers who are all Republican and conservative like go through with their boycott, telling you, man, they're gonna bring New York to their knees. At the same time, companies are gonna leave New York in record numbers, saying like this. Oh wait, we're gonna leave. Yeah, we're gonna look at leaving because if you don't like our business or how we're not like in the wrong or we're in the wrong political group, you're gonna go after us. Bye, we're out. So you know what? A lot of companies are already looking at fleeing New York. Yeah, a lot of companies are looking at saying, "Bye, we're out, we're gone, we're not coming back." Give you an example: Remington Firearms. They make the rifles, handguns, and pistols in New York. Guess what? They're fleeing. They're leaving New York and saying, "Yeah, we're gonna close. We're gonna close shop in New York. Relocate to Georgia because you know why? We don't like how you what you did to Donald Trump. Bye." Yeah. And then at the same time, truckers are gonna say, no, we're not gonna deliver loads to New York. We're not gonna pick up loads from New York. You know what's gonna happen? Prices are gonna go up. People are gonna boycott the state. People are gonna say, nah, I'm not gonna do business there. Or the other way, guys, people are gonna avoid like landing in New York, flying to New York, you know what I mean? Or driving to New York. They're just going to sit there and go like this. No, we're just going to keep going and going until we get to the other side of the state. It's that simple, guys. Yeah, it is that simple. But I'm telling you, man, that Banana Republic court ruling in New York, where that fucked up corrupt judge and that corrupt attorney general made made that Banana Republic kangaroo court ruling that Trump had to owe what 355 million. I would have said like this. I would have said like this. I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. And besides, I don't live in New York anymore. I live in Florida. What are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. The fact of the matter is that like this. This is nothing more than the left's lawfare. This is lawfare because you know why? They want to get rid of Trump at the polls. But you know the one thing that's going to scare Democrats and the left big time is the fact that Robert Kennedy Jr. is already eating the Democrats alive. See, the left thinks Trump is a threat to them. What they don't realize is that Robert Kennedy Jr. is a threat to the Democrats. And that's what scares them. That is what will scare them. But the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is that this boycott, I support the truckers boycotting New York. I really do, guys. I support them. Yes, even though I do business in New York, but I only do it individually. I don't do it like wholesale. Like, say, for example, I buy my like lingerie from a company called Thistle Inspire. I don't hand my money to the state of New York. I hand it individually to that person, bypassing their corrupt government. Same thing. You know what I mean? Same thing. If I have to travel to New York for any meetings with the Coast Guard or anything, yeah, I won't do business with companies there. I won't give New York my hard-earned money. I'll give the individual my heart that I'm doing business with my hard-earned money, not the state. Yep, I won't give it to them. But the fact of the matter is, guys, the fact of the matter is, in the grand scheme of things, this is the left's attempt at lawfare because the left is trying to get rid of Trump and tie him up in the courts just so he can't campaign and just so that the only person campaigning is what? Brandon, who's what, sitting in the damn fucking basement and who has dementia and basically is mentally incompetent. Telling you, man, telling you, I'm telling you, man, this is the if you look at like all these cases that are trying to go after Trump, this is nothing but lawfare. This is nothing an attempt to delay or basically try to stop him. But eventually, guys, nothing's going to stop Donald Trump. Donald Trump's ultimately probably going to get reelected as president. And then Robert Kennedy Jr. will probably get his shot sometime around 2026. Okay? Sometime around, or not 2026, like 25, 26, 27, 28, like 2028. He'll probably get a shot at it. But the way I look at it like this, guys, the way I look at it, if these truckers can pull off the boycott, this will be the biggest boycott since Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. It'll make the Bud Light boycott look pale. But this will be the ultimate Bud Light treatment. If truckers want to hurt New York badly, all they got to do is say like this. They're not going to take loads going into New York. They're not going to pick up loads from New York. They're not. Yeah, they're not. They'll probably refuse to deliver anything into New York. You know? What's New York going to do? Hire their bunch of illegals that they have roaming around in their state? I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Okay? I would not be surprised. But the fact of the matter is, guys, if these truckers are really going to go through with their boycott of New York, let's just say it's like this. This will be the biggest Bud Light treatment in the world, and this will hurt New York more ways than one. If you think New York can hurt Trump, just wait till the truckers get their revenge and hurt New York economically. And then hurt them so badly that they're going to sit there and go, oh, we shouldn't have done this. Now prices have gone so high up here in New York because truckers have refused to deliver goods into our state, or the truckers have refused to stop in our state. So instead, they're just driving on through to Connecticut. Well, hey, they ought to, man. They ought to do it. They really, really should. They really, really should. Well, before we go, I want to talk a little bit, man, what's been happening lately and why I haven't been podcasting for y'all. Lately, guys, I've been busy with this new job that I work at. I've been busy, like, basically, like, making sure I'm secure with this job, making sure that, yes, I have a good footing on it. And then at the same time, guys, I've got accepted to grad school. I'm going back to school. I'm not going back to school online. I mean, not online. I'm not going back to school in class because I'm working full time. So I wouldn't be able to have the time to, like, go to class, go to work, and all that. I want to be able to go to class on my own time and then be able to complete all the homework and all the required stuff. So that's why I chose online learning over in class learning. Okay. Because I want to be able to podcast to y'all, do my shibari, do my modeling photo shoots, and and do all my other stuff with the Coast Guard, and still have time for myself and everything else. So I want to be able to do that and be able to afford that kind of stuff. Really do, man. Really, really, really. But that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm hoping. Okay, that's what I'm really, really garnering and hoping for. But that's why I try to podcast to y'all as much as I can and try to get at least one or two episodes a week. You know, I'll I try my best, and I know I'm not keeping up with my end of the bargain, but I will try. I know Saturday I have drill with the Coast Guard, so either on the way to drill or from drill, I'll have time to podcast while out on the road, or like, say, like, on the way, like, like from drill, where I'll be able to have time to podcast a show, talk about the latest thing, what's going on, what's happening, and all that good stuff. Okay, so expect an episode either Saturday night or like Sunday morning. But in any case, guys, in any case, I will try to podcast as often as I can. And if I don't have if I will always have something to talk about, because I always curate whatever comes out of my RSS feed. Anything important that I want to talk about, like an article, I will talk about that. But anyway, guys, I gotta run. I gotta do a diaper check. I just gotta make sure that my diapers aren't leaking. But anyway, I thank you guys for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nikki's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.